Hi, Virgo. This is Jeffrey. This is Right Color. This is your reading for the week of September 19th through the 26th. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Um, Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I offer personal readings. I offer IET, which is a healing modality. The information is below. I also have this lovely t-shirt as well as lovely astrology t-shirts for sale on my website, and hand-painted textile, scarves, bags, pocket squares, other things. And that's everything's all available on my website, brightcolor.com. I'm also open to doing personal readings in person. I live in Midtown Manhattan, so if you're in New York or in the New York area, or you're visiting New York, you can come and see my my YouTube setup, my art studio, and I don't know, get a reading, whatever. Okay, let's get started. All right, Virgo, let's get started. What's going on for you this week? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, interesting start, that's for sure. So we have the Devil and the Moon and the Hermit. So the Hermit is you. This is Pisces, your opposite. Very interesting. Okay. The Devil's about illusion. The Devil's about a false path, right? So it's about something that's really, the reason I'm going to show you the card. Did I put my glasses on elegantly? Because I usually put them on like, I don't even know what. It's like a cartoon. So if you look really closely, look at how loose this is, right? So they think that they're chained, but they're really not. They could just do this. They're not chained. So sometimes we think, oh, I have to act in a certain way. I have to do certain things because this is who I am. This is what I do. This is how I'm identified. This is how other people see me. And that can be an illusion. That can be something you're chained to. Okay. It's going to be quite the little reading because we started with 3 biggies. Then we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is your card. The Hermit is about being solo. The Hermit is about knowledge. It's about going deep within alone. It's not about asking everyone their opinion. It's really about finding your own opinion, and your own light, really, and following it. No matter what other people think or don't think, whether they think, or what they say. Because I feel like the Devil in this case is really about other people's opinions, other people's expectations, other people's need for you to fit into a category, right? And I feel like you bought it. I feel like you've bought it. And now you're kind of going in and looking within and saying, but that's not really who I am. That's not really what I do. I don't really, I don't want to be the caretaker. I don't want to be the good one all the time, or I don't want to be organizer. How do you like that? I don't really feel like organizing. I just want to relax a little bit. So I feel like there's this reflection going in and deciding on maybe going a different way. And the reason I say that is because the moon comes up. So the moon is a really interesting card. So many meanings to this card. But at the end of the day, with the moon, this light is so extreme. If you could see, there's a path, there's the winding path, right? So there's a path ahead. And, I know how you like to, and I take your inventory all the time in a nice way, because I have a Virgo rising. So it's not like I'm just saying, oh, you Virgos. It's like I'm kind of looking at my own reflection and saying, you're being a little too serious today, Jeffrey. There's another path that you want to take. You're not really quite sure how to get there, but it's sort of another way to be, another way to think, another way to be in relation to others that is healthier, that doesn't keep you tied to them in an unhealthy way. Okay. Even though you're not an air sign, you're kind of an honorary air sign because you rule by Mercury. So this is the one who cuts out the fat. This is a surgeon, as far as I'm concerned. He cuts out the fat. Everything that's not necessary is gone. Is gone. I'm very, people call me when they're moving or rearranging their apartment because I'm really like, have you used that in the last 10 years? Oh, I really want to hang on to it. I'm like, throw it away. Throw it away. Let's organize. Anyway, that's what he does, right? He's like, everything that's ancillary, everything that doesn't make sense, everything that doesn't make any intellectual sense is gone. That's what he does. Knowledge. So both of these, the Hermit and the King of Swords are both about knowledge. Okay, one is really knowledge of the soul, and one is like intellectual knowledge. Okay, you might be a little defensive because you're trying to, I don't know if you're going to, but I think you're beginning to see this new way of being, this new path, this new freedom. Freedom, that's what it is. What you want is stability. What you're looking for is stability and like a nice quiet little thing, instead of maybe being the big shot, instead of maybe being in charge of all these people. You just want to be in your house and have lovely turrets and maybe have a little party, and you just want it to be simple and stable, instead of maybe being too many things to too many people. Okay. This is about confidence, about having confidence in the seeds that you planted, in what you've already done, in the things that you've been nourishing and growing. And I get that. So that's the second seven. So this is really about this. Not only is it about freedom, but it's about confidence in one's own light and confidence in one's own inner calling, right? Because this one is a little bit, it's in the light of the moon, so it's not really clear. Yeah. And I know that you like things to be clear. And I feel like, and I've said this for months for all signs, we all need to stretch ourselves. So if you're comfortable with everything being in order, sometimes things are not going to be in order. You're going to have to get comfortable with it. Right. There's a new sense of security. A new sense of security. This is also the light. So sometimes this is the sun, and in a certain way, even though it's not, I've never really interpreted this card. this is the sun that is you. This is your soul. So I feel like your soul is offering you a way to, you know, kind of go blindly in a way, or sort of half seeing, so that you can, you know, receive your own light and, you know, transform and be back on the, like, the right path. I don't want to say the right path, the easiest, most tranquil, most spiritual, most clear. This is probably the most clear path in the entire deck, actually. And, you know, then you walk through the vortex, right, and understand something. Yeah. Now, the thing that might bring this up, darlings, is some sort of outward, unforeseen shakeup. Something unforeseen coming out of nowhere in a way that something, the last thing you expected, and, you know, everyone expects you to do da, 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 and you're like, yeah, not this time. Not this time. I am following what's good for me. And that's the most important thing I have to do, because my security is the most, and my security is the most important thing to me. And my thinking is very clear. And I don't really have to live into your idea of who I am or what I'm not, or, you know, what I do and what I don't do. And I feel like, you know, there's also this message of confidence, confidence in knowing that following your own guidance, this is about guidance too, because this is the mentor, this is the sage, but this is the inner sage, is really the right path for me to be on, to begin something new. Yeah. And don't worry, you know, you're a Virgo, so you're going to have a plan real soon. You're going to have a plan real soon, and you're going to combine elements. This is also third eye ignition, right? So our third eye is sort of like our inner TV set, you know, like like being able to actually visualize the reality you want to bring forth. Kids do this really well. And okay, so this one I can interpret 2 or 3 ways. Okay. This is maybe working with new people, being involved in a different community, a community that is more centered, more spiritual, more about sharing responsibility. Because I feel like there's this this old way of you're really having too much you're doing everything for everyone, and you know, not really being appreciated. This needed to happen so that you could evolve. These are both karma cards. And I've said this before, sometimes you might even have an inkling of what's going on, because this is also the card of intuition. Sometimes the universe does for us what we can't do sometimes, all the time. It's very efficient. It does for us what we can't do for ourselves, right? However, the Wheel of Fortune is turning on your side, and it's a new story beginning. Something is complete there's some energy of your being tied, of your living an illusion, of your kind of living in the dark, living in some sort of how would I say it, role that other people have put you in and you've kind of bought. And now you're like, I don't really have to do that anymore. I don't really have to do that anymore. A midlife crisis in a good way. It's like a midlife. It's like, what have I been doing this whole time? What I really want to do is I want to be at the beach, and I could figure out a way to be at the beach full time. Or what I really want to do is build things with my hands. And now it's time to start building things. What I really want to do is write a book. And, I've never had time to write a book because I've been so busy living the book and, fitting into this category of what everyone else thinks I should or shouldn't be. And I'm kind of done with that. I'm kind of done with that. And I feel like there's an event has happened, or it's just about to happen, or is around now, that really helps you to like say, enough is enough. I can't. Like that last time that I did it, I didn't really want to do it, and now I'm doing it again, and now I'm not doing it again. Yeah, I don't want to live in the past. I don't want to live in the past. I want to move forward into the future. I want to move forward into the future where it's more secure. I'm more confident. My road is set out for me, not the road you set out for me, but the road I set out for me. It's almost like, sometimes in a family, there's a certain, what do I call it? Like a certain job that, well, my great grandfather was, and my grandfather was, and my father was, and therefore you have to be. And it's sort of like, yeah, yeah, I know I got the degree, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I ain't doing it. Bye-bye. Got my own destiny and my own freedom to experience, my own sense of community, my own sense of safety, my own sense of stability, and have a plan, and I'm confident in my plan, and this is what's calling me, and I'm cutting out all this unnecessary nonsense. It's really hard not to curse. All this unnecessary nonsense because it just doesn't serve me, and it doesn't serve my highest good. So it was an interesting experience, but it's kind of like, this was a lovely party, but it's time to go home. I had a lovely time at your party. Had great hors d'oeuvres. But it's time to go home. Be with myself and enjoy the company, as opposed to, fitting into who you think I should be or not be. Wow. Happy birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday. That's what I got to say. Anyway, there you go. That's what happens when you start with 3 biggies. All right. Blessings to you. Have a lovely week. And please go visit my website, and talk to you soon. Blessings.